This is the age of the spy. We live in a world of computer fraud, global terrorism, organised crime. Our weapons are intelligence and information.
The spy is a secret weapon of the intelligence service, getting right in amongst the enemy, living their lives, knowing their friends, living in their homes.
The Oxbridge-Harvard mold has been broken. It's not your father's intelligence service anymore. You'd be surprised at the sort of people that are involved in spying. Younger, wider variety of backgrounds. There's new threats, new dangers, new concerns. We need a new type of spy.
Learning to be a spy has to be done in the real world.
Eyeballing target. Target inside. On target.
Spies can never fully reveal the nature of their work to those around them. Real spies can say they're working for the civil service. Like genuine intelligence officers, they're only allowed to tell one person, their confidant. Under no circumstances must they reveal anything about their real lives.
They're supposed to sign under their cover name.
Moving unseen amongst the crowd. When assuming a new identity, a spy must make sure that nothing in their possession bears their real names.
When a spy is working under cover, everything has to be consistent with that cover. The contents of his pocket, the contents of his wallet, the contents of his bags. A spy working under cover can't afford to make even the smallest mistake, because one day that could be the mistake that costs his life. I'll be responsible for your training in skills such as counter-espionage, intelligence analysis, surveillance, counter-surveillance, agent recruitment, agent handling. What you're not going to learn is anything to do with guns, bombs, knives. If a spy gets to that situation, then it's probably too late anyway. You're not going to learn how to defuse a nuclear device in a gold bullion vault with just a few seconds left on the clock. You're not going to learn how to abseil down the side of a building and deliver a box of chocolates to some tart in a nightie. What you are going to learn is how to manipulate other people, how to script their lives without them knowing so they'll do what you want them to do. You're going to learn to lie, hopefully by the end of this course, without being caught. To watch others without them knowing that you're watching them. And to know when you're being watched.
You probably ought to look around at each other. And you probably ought to figure out how to work with each other. Spying is a team sport. And whether your team is the people immediately involved in your operation, or whether the team is your organization, or whether it's your country, you're doing this for something bigger and better than yourself. So if you're an individualist and you really don't give a crap about anybody else, then that's going to show out pretty quick.
That to become a spy, you have to change. You become a new person, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You have to create a story, a family, a home, so that when people ask you a question, you don't say nothing. You have to clear everything away. No photographs, no letters, no diaries. You have a photograph of your family in your bag, and it gets into the wrong hands. What do you think might happen to them?
This is purely an exercise in persuasion, not in karate. So you're to use no force, you're to use no threatening words or behaviour.
Blending in, without drawing attention to themselves or their covert activities. Everybody has their breaking point. Even the most strong-willed spy can ultimately break under pressure. Interrogated in the real world can be psychologically devastating.
Intelligence agencies all over the world work in some pretty rough places. And agents can be picked up just because their cover is weak or they're in the wrong place at the wrong time. You have to know what it's like to be interrogated. You have to be trained for that, so that you don't crack, so that you don't give anything away.
The recruits will have to survive a night of unrelenting questioning, physical discomfort, and psychological disorientation. But real spies on covert missions don't officially exist. If they are captured and interrogated, they must be prepared for the worst. Switching to a friendly approach is another standard psychological technique used by interrogators.